So imagine you're hiring. An applicant's resume comes across your desk, and their top skills are heavy drinking, chasing women, and just general laziness.
You'd call security, probably, not offer them a job.
Right. You would absolutely not hand them the keys to the company, and yet that's basically the profile of the man who founded one of history's most enduring empires.
It really is.
Today, we're cracking open the records of the grand historian and the Book of Han to figure out how Liu Bang, a peasant, his own father called a rascal, somehow defeated the incredible warlord Xiang Yu and started the Han Dynasty.
A 400-year legacy built by a guy who, on paper, should have been a complete non-starter.
So let's look at that paper, that early life. The sources call him a Tingzang. It sounds official, but what did he actually do?
Yeah, don't let the title fool you.
Yeah.
Tingzang was basically a neighborhood watch captain, a very low-level official. And the records, they're hilarious. They don't talk about his amazing administrative skills. They mostly mention him drinking on credit at the local pubs and, just avoiding any kind of proper job.
A far cry from his rival, Xiang Yu, who was this aristocratic military prodigy.
Exactly. Worlds apart.
But even with those slacker vibes, there was a spark, right? I'm thinking of that famous moment when he saw the first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, on parade.
Yes. That's the key moment, I think. Most people were just terrified of the emperor. Liu Bang sees this whole massive procession and just sighs.
And says what?
Alas, a great man should be like this. It wasn't fear, you see. It was pure ambition.
Envy.
So he just needed a way to package that ambition. What about the story of the slaying of the white serpent? Is that just a myth?
It's pure political marketing. I mean, brilliant marketing.
How so?
Well, the story goes that he kills this huge snake, which was supposedly the son of the White Emperor. So by doing that, he casts himself as the son of the Red Emperor, destined to rule.
So he's not just a rebel anymore. He's fulfilling a cosmic destiny. He's rebranding his entire rebellion. Super clever.
Okay, so he's got the marketing down. But marketing alone doesn't win wars, especially not against a genius like Xiang Yu. And this, I think, brings us to his real secret weapon, that three heroes speech.
This is the masterclass.
Yeah.
This is what modern leaders can learn from. After he's won, he gets up in front of his court and is just brutally honest about his own shortcomings.
What did he say?
He says, look, when it comes to devising strategies in a tent, I'm not as good as Zhang Yang.
Okay, so he admits he's not the top strategist.
Then he says, in managing the state and the supply lines, I am not as good as Zhao He, and in commanding an army, I am not as good as Han Xin.
Which raises the obvious question. If you're not the strategist, the manager, or the general, why are you the emperor?
Because, as he put it, I was able to use them. That's the difference. Xiang Yu was the classic micromanager. He was suspicious, he trusted only family, he tried to do it all himself.
Liu Bang built a platform for talent.
He built a platform. It's like the difference between, say, a family business and a modern startup. Liu Bang understood equity.
Skin in the game.
Exactly. When his generals conquered land, he gave them titles and territory. He tied their success directly to his. Xiang Yu hoarded all the glory. Liu Bang shared it.
The lesson there is pretty clear. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room.
You just have to have the emotional intelligence to find them and, empower them.
But the story doesn't really end with a happily ever after, does it? We have that poem he wrote later in life, the Great One Song.
It's a really haunting piece. He goes back to his hometown. He's the emperor of all China. And he writes, a great wind rises, clouds fly. I return to my hometown. And then the crucial line.
Where can I find brave men to guard the four directions?
Right. And you think, wait a minute, you just spent a whole war finding those exact men.
So what happened?
That's the paradox. The startup phase was over. Now he was the establishment, and those same brilliant, ambitious generals who helped him win, well, now they look like threats.
He became anxious, paranoid even.
Deeply. He spent his final years purging some of the very people who put him on the throne. The street smarts that built the empire weren't enough to give him peace of mind.
So it's this incredibly complex legacy. He proved soft skills can triumph over hard skills, but then he also showed the heavy price of holding on to that power.
A very heavy price.
It just makes you wonder, if Liu Bang applied for a corporate job today, no degree, a terrible work history, but a genius at managing people, he wouldn't even get an interview.
An algorithm would filter him out instantly, and that company would be missing out on a dynasty.
Something to think about next time you're reviewing resumes. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.